Well, there's helicopters in the sky and there's a lot of wind because it's Olympic torch time. Yeah, so it took me over a month to post this, but it turns out that the Olympic torch, as planned, was run down the road where my house is, just like it had been 8 years prior in London, although now I live in the middle of nowhere in Japan. It's the Olympic scooter. It was kind of interesting because you could tell there was obviously a lot of pep and they were really trying to sort of bolster everyone up and give everyone a really positive feel, even though it was a very quiet area and obviously they were a long way from the sort of more populous places where the torch run gets more attention. However, a lot's changed, and even since this video was posted, a lot of news places reporting there's something like 80% disapproval of the Olympics going ahead because of the corona pandemic. Which is difficult because I see that, and Japan is quite a conservative nation, but I can't help but remember all of the positive benefits there were for the economy in places like London after it happened there, and other countries as well. Can't help but feel that Japan needs that right now. So, is this like the Olympic prison transport? So anyway, eventually the torch came running along, and I remember when I saw it in London it was so crowded I couldn't really move with it. But here I just suddenly realised, oh wait, I can run along with him for a little bit. And of course then you realise they're not really running that fast, everyone's just kind of jogging slowly. But what caught me was even in a quiet place like this, within a not very long period of time, with all those cameramen in the sky and in the van in front, he stopped to get the next person to take the flame from him. So you can see here they're photographing the exchange happening. So I'm just thinking of all the hundreds of miles that this flame travels across Japan alone. How many people get to carry it? And that, again, it's a really great thing. You can just imagine how sad it would be if they did cancel the Olympics this late for all the people who've been involved in this. And clearly there is some enthusiasm. There are some people wanting to go ahead. And like I said, I know Japan is conservative, but it's always a difficult risk, isn't it? And if one person gets ill and there's even a little bit of an outbreak, you could say none of it was worth it. But the long-term benefits to the economy and the good that could do for people growing up in Japan, it's a really hard one to answer. But myself, if I was to judge, I hope this does lead to a successful Olympic Games this year, because I can't see them doing it in 2022. Anyway, here we go. This is right in front of my house now. And behind this you can see the convenience store that I regularly go to in the middle of the night to get my beers and coffee. And that was pretty much that. So there you go. For the second time in a decade, the Olympic torch has gone right past my house. I'm glad that they think about me when they plan the route.